All right, I have on the phone line with me, and I don't want to say that I've had a magic lamp or anything, but the interim coach title has been removed, and he is now the official new head basketball coach for the Prairie View A&M University Panthers, and that is Coach Byron Smith. How you doing, sir?
Doing well, Mike, and yourself?
I'm wonderful. I'm wonderful. Congratulations on your new assignment right now. Even though the season did not end the way you would like to have it end, it still comes out with a good ending.
Yes, it did. We were, a little bit of a bad matchup, against Jackson. Just have some longer experience, players that can make shots, and they were hungry. They've been down for a few years, so they really stepped it up and had a heck of a season. I think they finished 12-6 or 13-4, something like that. Maybe finished third in the league. So, well-coached team, did a really good job, and just didn't come out the way and finish where we wanted to. But saw some good things, throughout the year. Was surprised and happy at the same time. And how our guys, responded in some tough situations. So, I would give it a solid grade. We've got a lot of work to do, and just really excited about the opportunity to move this program forward years to come.
Well, Coach, I would like for you to explain to our listening audience on how did this go down and when did you know it was official? Could you kind of recreate the situation for us?
It was a process, and you just never know. You have some good vibes, some good feelings. The support's great, everyone, the alumni, the student body, just fans, and people that work, within your department. And I think they were very favorable about, some of the results that we were getting. But I really didn't know, until. I think, kind of around senior night, we Mr. Robinson had said some, different, media people were, looking to, trying to start covering the story and the announcement and things like that. And, he felt, pretty good about allowing them, to, I think, one of the news stations wanted to come in and get some footage. And, he just kind of said, hey, things are moving in a positive direction. I'm feeling really good and liking what I'm saying. But, it wasn't until the actual week of the SWAC tournament that, we started talking, preliminary discussions about, contract and just what I felt comfortable with and things like that. So I would probably say, right before the Jackson game, Tuesday, I think, maybe Monday or Tuesday, I kind of, started sleeping a little bit better. Like, hey, this is, my prayers have been answered, what a tremendous blessing. And, I kind of felt right around the Jackson game before that this is going to happen. So I would say, probably Tuesday of last week is when I said, hey, this is real.
Well, I can tell you, Coach, I was listening to your post-game interview of the Jackson game, and I was there, and I recorded it, of course.
Yes.
And I went back and I listened to it. And I said, you know what? He knew he was about to get this job, listening to that interview. But I have to hold my poker face, and I said okay, because you said something that was real key about coming back next year. I said okay, now we're looking and something is about to happen. But once again, congratulations, congratulations, yes sir. Now that this task has been accomplished. You got that warm, fuzzy feeling on the inside. What is the first thing for you to do to secure success for this program?
Well, the first thing, obviously this week is spring break, so all our kids have some time off, got a chance to go home and kind of unwind a little bit, see family, and just kind of rest a little bit. And for everyone as part of our program, to get back next week, and I will sit down with each and every one, from players to managers and sports medicine, support staff, just talk about culture. We're looking to build a culture, not just build a program, and what we think and what we feel that they need to do to be able to help us do that. And for the returning players, first and foremost, just expectations for the off season, which is going to be probably one of the tougher things that they've had to go through. Getting back in the weight room, which we've kind of gotten away from that. a lot of on-court conditioning, outside conditioning, as long as the weather's permitting, to work on some different things, agility. We're going to talk about nutrition and diet, things like that, our expectations. So, I'll sit down with the players and just kind of, explain to them my thoughts about how they fit in with our program moving forward. And, hopefully, that, each and every, student athlete will, accept, what we're saying and how we see them fitting in, so we can move forward and, have them in a position where, they're coming back to help us, to get this thing going. Some of our players that are departing, I'll sit down with them, and just talk to them about, what options they may have or may not have, and, make sure that they're going to graduate. Our 3 seniors will graduate. So I'll talk to them because I'm really big, Mike, on, trying to assist these young men in securing playing opportunities beyond Prairie View. That's something I've been doing since I've been there. I think that's important. I think it's an important piece of recruiting. Because every kid, wants to play in the NBA, and obviously it's not always realistic, but he wants an opportunity to at least play somewhere or to pursue the opportunity to do that. And I've had some relationships, with some semi-pro teams, some minor league teams, some NBA teams, and some overseas teams. So I'll talk to those guys about that and help them any way that we can, because those guys who leave your program, Mike, they become your biggest recruiters, because they can get out and they can see far more kids than we can see. And, it's simple. Kid asks, hey, where'd you play Prairie View? Yeah, well, what was that like? You're recruiting. Oh, man, I had a great experience, great staff, great program, great department, just great university. And if they're recruiting you, man, I would really think hard about going there. So we got to make sure we take care of our outgoing seniors and make them feel good about their experience. We'll sit down and talk to our staff, a little bit about, how we need to manage our guys, for the remaining spring, and then going into the summer. But obviously the question I know that, a lot of people want to know about is who we're going to add to the program and recruiting, which is, that's a lifeline, of your program. And, we're far down the line with a lot of players, that we think that are going to be a tremendous addition, to our program moving forward. So we have to finish up recruiting, got to get out a little bit more, and recruit. Obviously there's some, some spring AAU tournaments coming up that we're going to get out and, all around the state of Texas first and foremost, and in Louisiana. We've got 6 scholarships, and we have to fill some holes. I think we have solid players coming back, but we got to add some players and add some dimensions, to our program to be able to move it forward. So we've got a busy spring. It starts next week on Monday, but we're ready to hit the ground running, Mike. We're very excited about what's in store for us, and just ready to get started, get busy, get to work.
No, you covered a lot of ground just because now. No, that's a good thing. That's a very good thing. Okay. Do you have plans or visions to add to your staff?
To add to our staff?
Yes.
Yes. I mean, there's one spot that's open right now. I think Kenan Curry and Landon Bussey. I think from our preliminary conversations about, moving forward, I think they want to stay on and be a part of it. But at the same time, Mike, there's a lot of turnover right now in jobs all around the country. Guys are, unfortunately losing jobs, or guys are changing jobs, things like that. So, the domino effect has started. So, I'm always about, everyone, maximizing on their potential. And if there's a blessing out there for them to be able to, enhance themselves, get closer to being a head coach, because that's what everyone wants to do, to enhance their financial situation. I'm all for that. So, there's going to be a period where, these 2 guys are on our staff right now, Kenan and Landon, will get opportunities to talk to some other people. So, I'm hoping that they'll return, because I think they're 2 dynamic young coaches. They love Prairie View. I think people at Prairie View really care for them. They've done a good job. They know our system. They know the Prairie View system, the Prairie View way, if you will. And they have a tremendous appeal around campus with the student body, with our student athletes. So I'm fully expecting that they will return. But as I said in the onset, there is one spot that's open, and in the kind of the first seat, the top assistant, if you will, in terms of responsibility. And we have to add one or 2 more people. But I tell you right now, Mike, there's been no shortage of interest. Even before I had the official title, I was getting emails and phone calls from quality coaches from all around the country. Kind of saying, hey, coach, if you get it, keep it and talk with you now that I have. I mean, it's even intensified that much more with phone calls, emails, and text messages from really, like I said, quality people from all around the country that would like to come to the Hill and become a part of our new culture for.
What a difference a day makes, huh? Now, Coach, you are a very a family-oriented guy, and I've had a chance to meet some of your kids and everything. How has this transition affected you on the personal side?
It's just a blessing, Mike. Every day, every time I go somewhere, man, I can't thank God enough, and I just continue to say that. Thank you, God, thank you, Jesus, that this opportunity has presented itself, and I'm just overwhelmed and so excited. Mike, I've prepared for a long time for this opportunity. So it hasn't caught me off guard because it's just something I've always had a desire to do this. And, I've played out scenarios in my mind and, if this would come about, how would I go about doing things? How would I talk about it? How would I interact with people about it? How would I answer questions and things like that? So, I've prepared myself for this opportunity. So, and I feel like I'm ready. In terms of, just with family and things like that, everyone's, very, very, very excited, for me and happy for me. And the one thing that everyone says, family and close friends, is, hard work pays off, perseverance. They text me or they call me or leave messages and emails. It's always very encouraging about perseverance and hard work and, staying the course. So, it has affected me in a great way because I owe so much, to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, opened up a door, or this door, and so thankful, Dr. Wright, our president, and, Ashley Robinson for, again, showing the faith and confidence in me that I could be the person to lead this program. Into the future, but it's, in terms of just, me as a person, I'm just excited, you know what I mean? Because I love challenges, and obviously, we were presented with a great challenge this year, but I think we answered the call. I thought we did some good things. I'm just ready to get to work. I've got so much energy. I've got even that much more energy now, since, all eyes on me, if you will. But just personally, man, just grateful, Mike. Thankful to people like yourself who always take out the time and show an interest in our program, our young men. So I have a challenge, but I also have a strong desire to please. I really like to do that, Mike. And, sometimes people may see that as a weakness, but, I just see it as just, it's just a way of life for me. I like to bring a smile to people's faces. I like to entertain people, with our product. So that just gives me that much more energy to go out just to work as hard as I've ever worked in my life for anything that I've done. So, the personal thing, I was, just excited, happy, blessed, but just really fired up to kind of get things rolling and, like I said, get this thing going in a positive direction and give our fans and our alumni and our staff, student body, PV Nation, just consistency is something they can be proud of to say each and every year, hey, I can't wait to see those guys play because I know it's going to be something really, really, really fun to watch. So but that's where I am in terms of, how I feel about the situation. Just really excited, looking forward to the challenge.
All right, then. I'm talking with Coach Byron Smith, the new appointed head basketball coach for the Prairie View A&M University Panthers. It's got to sound good when you hear that roll off of other people's tongues, Coach. Now, I want to talk to you about it. I guess it would still be a delicate situation in the eyes of some. Have you had any correspondence with Coach Rim since this transaction?
You know what? I have not. But I know coaches. Had some conversations with, some of our players. I think he was at one of the games. I think the Mississippi Valley Grambling game, and he didn't. I wasn't there, but he indicated to some of our guys that he was in the process of looking for his next challenge and opportunity. So I haven't heard from him, throughout the season. I get text messages from him and things like that. Hey, good job. You guys are doing well. Keep it going and things like that. But I haven't heard from him just, since this happened. He's probably somewhere traveling right now, and trying to look for the next opportunity. But I know he's happy, for us, happy, for me. I had a really good relationship, and I owe him a lot, as I've said, because, unlike a lot of situations and programs, Coach Rim gave me a lot of leeway and freedom to work on my craft as a coach, and Mike, and that's special. And a lot of times it's rare, with the amount of time that I've spent there. Normally you have to be, 7, 8, 9, 10 years in with a coach before he'll let you get up off the bench and talk game or talk to players. So he gave me an opportunity, a tremendous opportunity and responsibility to be fully engaged in the program in all aspects, to recruiting and on the floor coaching and development, working with the players on nutrition and diet, a lot of the conditioning stuff and working with the defense. So, I can't thank him enough for giving me the opportunity to do that, to help me prepare for this opportunity. So, but I'm sure, here really, really soon, he and I will talk. But I know that he's really happy. He's been very supportive. I like to, after a lot of games, he texts players and texts myself and the coaches, just group text messages, if you will, showing his excitement and his joy, for how we were playing at that time. So, but looking forward to speaking with him. I consider him to be a friend of the business.
Very good, very good. Well, Coach, we want to thank you here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network for making yourself available through what appeared to be some extremely lean times, and as you kind of worked your way out of it, and now you're standing strong with a brand new opportunity in life. And we want to encourage you that you take it, as they say, to the maximum limit that you could take it to, and don't leave anything back. I was taught as an athlete that when your career is done, because that's one thing that as athletes you have to realize, that one day you won't be able to dribble like you used to be able to dribble, and you won't be able to swing a bat like you used to be able to swing a bat. But when that time comes, you should be able to look yourself in the mirror and know that you did the very best that you could do. And even if it seemed like you came up short, you can't be upset with yourself, because you worked with everything that you had within. And I encourage you to do that, my friend, and continued success, not only at PV Nation, but wherever the Lord may have you land on your feet.
Thank you, Mike. It means a lot. Again, appreciate you taking out the time and being supportive, of our program, and being very supportive, encouraging of just me personally. It means a lot. And anything we can do, moving forward to, help you and what you're doing. You're a friend of the program, and, we look to have many more. But just really thank you for, taking out the time and doing what you do. You do a great job, and continued success to you moving forward in the future as well.
Thank you very much. Head basketball coach Byron Smith for the Prairie View A&M University Panthers. This is Dr. Michael Prince. We'll pause for the calls. We'll be right back.